Hello everyone, welcome to Pebolic Notes. My name is Michael Kirkchin. Welcome to my channel. Today is Monday, May the 2nd, 2022. And today I'd like to share with you where I'm looking at as far as two things I'm looking at specifically are the Bitcoin dominance and the Ethereum dominance charts today. And also like to look at that versus the total cryptocurrency space to see how the similar pattern we had seen in 2018 to see how if it's going to have a similar behavior this time around. Before I get started, please just a quick reminder: this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you my thoughts and my strategies that I'm using investing in this cryptocurrency space. I will get started with you, and I'll share right away my computer screen so that we see what I'm looking at. If I look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, and just to kind of recap where we're at right now as far as the current environment, if you look at what things are doing right now on the macro, as far as the S&P is concerned, so we're seeing S&P has been pretty bearish really since December of last year, and right now we are hovering on a weekly chart. We've kind of started going really downwards, and it's right now testing this 100-week moving average right over here. So I'm paying attention to see how the S&P behaves with this kind of the current environment. At the same time, obviously, if you look at what the Nasdaq is doing, obviously we have this correlation right now with the Nasdaq and Bitcoin, and I'll show that to you later on. And basically, if you look at what the Nasdaq is doing, again, very similar to the S&P. Obviously, the Nasdaq and the S&P have a very, very high coefficient of correlation. They're at over 90%, meaning that the direction that the Nasdaq goes is very in tune with the way the S&P is going. And if you look at what the Nasdaq is doing right now, again, it's a risk-off environment. It's very bearish. And what the Nasdaq is at right now, obviously, it's already broken the 100-week moving average. So meaning that right now we're at this important support line. And if it does break this, potentially it can go down by another 10%. So I'm paying attention to this. Obviously, as we look at this, then if you go to Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is doing in its exact same times. So Bitcoin seems to be kind of still it's below its 20-week SMA and a 21-week EMA, but I like seeing this trend line right now that we're seeing with Bitcoin. So I'm curious to know if it's going to be able to hold this or not. But what I'm looking at right now more specifically is really what Bitcoin is doing with the dominance chart. So the Bitcoin dominance is again above over 40%. And I'm just looking at paying attention to the way that I'm seeing here, right over here. It seems to be a very similar pattern to what was seen at sometime around, let's say, from August 2018 to April 2019. And why I'm paying attention to that, because if I look at what Bitcoin is doing right now, with this pattern, again, where it was going up, it was the dominance was gaining. Meaning that Bitcoin was gaining in the total crypto space versus the other coins, and it basically went down, tried going up a few times, and afterwards there was this really bullish environment as far as the Bitcoin dominance was concerned. So obviously this time around, it may do the same thing. There's a very high probability that it may do the same thing. And of course, that could mean one of two things: that either Bitcoin is gaining quite a bit versus the altcoins, or it could also mean that Bitcoin is kind of staying where it's at, and the altcoins are losing a lot of value, a lot of market cap. Hence, the Bitcoin dominance is going up. So that's why I'm looking at paying attention to this, because if I look at this exact same time period of around August 2018 to April 2019. So what happened to the total cryptocurrency space from August 2018 to 2019, it was right over here. So at August 2018, the total crypto market was around $252 billion. And then if we fast forward to what happened in April of 2019, all of a sudden it was in the range of $59 billion. So that was a massive drop for the total market cap of the total cryptocurrency space. And if I look at what we're doing right now, as far as currently where we're at, and if we see when Bitcoin started, the Bitcoin dominance chart started this behavior, it looks like it started last May 2021. And if I look at where the total cryptocurrency space was last May, again, it's kind of similar. So we see that last May we were hovering at around 2.4 trillion of total market cap. Then we went down to something in the range of around 1.3 trillion. And then it went a parabolic up to close to 3 trillion. And now we're down to 1.7 trillion. So it's not as big of a drop as what was seen 2018, but still, it was still a very important drop. Now, of course, if you go back to what had happened in that 2018 period, after that was when Bitcoin dominance went straight up right over here, basically in this period of from April 2019 until August 2019. And if I looked at to see what the total cryptocurrency space had done from April 2019 till August 2019, it looks like it was it went up, but not by a huge amount. So it looks like it basically was at 145 trillion. And then at August, it was something in the range of 305 trillion. So obviously, I'm sorry, billion. It was 145 billion up to 305 billion. So again, that was a great, really it doubled in market cap from that time period. But of course, past performance doesn't mean that's going to be behaving the same way this time around. So I'm very curious to see what happens right now as we break out of this. Obviously, we're hoping that the Bitcoin dominance here, that it goes obviously upwards, because if it goes the other way, this could be it would be a very negative sign, of course, for not just for Bitcoin, but the entire cryptocurrency space. So hoping obviously that this goes up for the Bitcoin dominance, or it stays in this range as Bitcoin goes up in market cap, and so do the altcoins. Then that means the Bitcoin dominance would be going up proportionally, but it would be not really going that much higher versus the alt, because they'd be going up as well. So I'm paying a lot of attention to this right now. It's obviously the time period right now where we're at. It's not a great period for the entire macro space, and the dominance charts are very interesting, because this pattern that what we saw in 2018, I'm very curious to see how it behaves this time around. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any comments and feedback, please share your notes. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.